Good morning. Welcome to the automation question of the week for Friday, September 20th, 2024. I hope you all had having a great morning and that your Friday is off to a great start. I'm back. We had a great training class yesterday and preparing for it on Wednesday. So it's good to be back with you guys. And I just want to say thank you. If any of my students are watching, say thank you to my students as I try to line up my table. I love having it on wheels, but sometimes it gets crooked. And I don't know, I'm going to leave it where it is. In any case, I hope you are all doing great. Now, I'm just going to check my audio levels. I'm getting a noise from Rumble that it's having problems. Not sure why, but that's okay. Where it looks like it's working everywhere else, I see my voice levels are coming through everywhere, so we're good to go. So let's go ahead and get to today's question of the week here. And nope, that's what I want. Okay, so basically I took this from a student's question and, kind of generalized it. But, in Studio 5000 Logix Designer, the 5370 versus the 5380, can you explain why the I/O is different? And so those of you who don't know, since 1999, we always did things the same inside of RS Logix 5000, Studio 5000 Logix Designer, until for in-chassis I/O, like the 1769 and the 1756. I kind of go through the analog and the ControlLogix in detail as well as what I'm going to show you now in the members only edition, as well as doing some other stuff, showing them some solutions and whatnot. But in any case, today in the public video, I want to just give you guys a taste of the difference here between these two. And we'll start off I zoomed in here. You can see, the first bit of the first input module would be local 1 input data 0, right? So local :1 : input dot data dot 0. Okay, so that's what we've been doing. ControlLogix, CompactLogix, all the digital I/O is the same like that, right? And the outputs are too, right? Except instead of an I, they're an O. And very easy, right? And a lot of times when people are mapping, like this is the buffer routine I use in my training course, or interface routine, you make a dent that represents that module, and then you alias all your internal tags. In this case, I'm just using like DI00 to represent the first digital input. And if the module ever changes, which in my case it does, because for instance, the L73S has a safety partner, so the modules move over one, right? So I can just change one thing, and all my internal tags change. That's something that I've talked about it before. It comes from power programming back in the day. But in any case, when we look at the new stuff, anything that starts with a 50, the 5069, and I believe the 5094, although we don't have any here, I've seen customer programs, and this is what it looks like. Let me find my mouse, right? You're going to see it's a lot more complicated. It's local 1 input .00.data. And it's not part of a dint or an int, right? It's not 16 bools altogether. And to show you that, let me go back to the first program. And I know this may be a little hard on the eyes. I'm going to use the magnifier here. And I'm actually going to use the lens view because I think it's easier. So let me come up here. Let's go to controller tags. I already have them open. And so here you can see local 1 input data and 0 through 15, right? Well, that is a beautiful integer, right? An array of 16 bits, right? It's an integer, right? And if it was ControlLogix, it's double integer, as I showed the members earlier. But in any case, that's what we used since 1999, or in the CompactLogix case, since 2001. When we come over to the 5380, in the new 5069 I/O, you got local 1 input, and then you get all this other stuff, run mode, all these great diagnostic stuff, and then you finally get to the I/O. And then on each I/O point, right, you see them, they're all separate. You have data, fault, and uncertain, okay? And I'm certain I don't know what uncertain is. So in any case, so these are standalone Booleans, right? And so now if you wanted to do that trick I was talking about earlier, you really got to create an internal tag with the, AB5000 DI16 : I : O or 0 data type, right? And you're going to get all kinds of extra stuff you're never going to use. So I don't know why Rockwell did this. Actually, what they did on the analog made a lot of sense. But how they did it with the digital, to me, I'm kind of like, guys, you've had a lot of complexity here. And what's the payoff? What's the benefit of this complexity? That it matches the new analog format? Well, the old digital format never matched the analog format. We get along great for 20 plus years. So I don't know if anybody out there knows why they did this. Please let me know. Except my guess is to make it match the better analog structure. But that's what it looks like. And so that's why you saw here in my main routine that, this is what my inputs now look like with the 5069 and 5094 I/O. And when you go to convert your project, no, it does not convert this for you. So I have not found an easy way, either search and replace, which, I ended up just doing the brute force. Again, I'm working with trainers. We have, 32, 64 I/O. If you're doing thousands of I/Os, what's the easiest way to do that? A multi-stage search and replace, or bring it out to Excel so you can do like a wildcard search and replace with, I don't know. But I'd love to hear what you guys are doing when it comes to this, if you guys are very familiar with this topic. And that'll wrap it up for this week's question of the week. I am doing office hours over at the Automation School. Any students in the Automation School, check out I think I said the wrong lesson last week. Check out lesson 1.11. Okay, that's an easy one to remember. And you'll get to see the Microsoft Teams meeting. What I do is I sit in my office with Microsoft Teams up for an hour. Any students can pop in and ask questions at any time. Or, of course, anybody can submit a question over at the Automation blog /question. Even the general public, and we'll try to cover it on the question of the week and the Q&A show and so on. So with that, guys, I'm just going to wish you an awesome Friday. I got to head over to the office and do a little cleanup after the school course from yesterday, and then I'll be in the office at 9:30 for all you students out there. And with that, I wish you good health and happiness. Until next time, my friends, peace.